Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Joe Plays Bad. This is a special little thing. Nothing like any of my normal content. In fact, let's move this over just a little bit. All right, nothing like any of my normal content. Today I'm going to be just enjoying a little bit of a meal with you guys. I've been having a really rough last few months. Like things have really gotten to me. And we're coming up on Singles Awareness Day. So since I'm going to be working that day, just figured might as well have on my meal here, and I might as well share it with you guys, gals, Zeta Reticuli, and Alpha Centauri followers. I got a bunch of my personal comfort foods. Now, for a lot of you guys, probably won't like a lot of this, but on that, let's have ourselves a nice little prayer, and let's enjoy. Dear Lord, thank you for everything you've given me. Please forgive my sins and keep me safe. Save this meal, Lord, please. Thank you for all this food that we're about to receive, that we are going to have. Lord, we love you and your son, Jesus, very much. In your son's name I pray. Amen. All right. And, of course, we're also going to thank the farmers and that for our food. Since everything is Japanese. Itadakimasu. All right. So, the first thing that I have is a little bit of edamame. Now, story time for each one of these also. Edamame, they're soybeans. Do not eat the shell. That's so good. So the first time I ever tried edamame was the first time I ever tried Japanese food. I had it from we went to our 16th birthday, and I'd never tried Japanese food before, and I really wanted to try it. And one of the things that they offered immediately, no matter what, they gave you a small plate of edamame. It was just a little tiny dish. They're so good. I ended up bringing them to a bunch of my friends who they started calling them actually Japanese popcorn, and they would eat them like I did with a lot of meals. They would actually eat them with while they were watching a movie. They would make a big bowl of it and eat it while watching a movie. Brought it to a lot of different events and things like that, and it's a great little side. It again is one of my comfort food now. The next thing I've got here is miso soup. Now this is an aka miso soup or a red miso soup. Uh, you do eat it with chopsticks. Mm. This is a particular brand called Miko brand. I do happen to love this brand. This is the wakame seaweed variety. It's delicious. Absolutely deliciously good. Again, same place I first tried miso soup. I fell in love with it at that restaurant. I try to get miso soup when I can. It's a good little short start to your breakfast. A lot of vitamins, a lot of nutrients. Good little soup for the breakfast. It's actually just absolutely delicious. I do recommend it. But that is again one of my all-time favorites. Now, here's something that's more controversial, and my only actual regular bowl I have. I had to choose what I was going to do in the bowl. I chose to do my natto rice. Now, you either like natto or you don't. And a lot of people out there I know don't like natto. The first time I tried natto was actually from a dare from a friend of mine. He had we'd gone to a place that was selling it. He's like, I dare you to eat that, and so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not gonna be like, ooh, no. And so I tried it, and it was like, okay, it's not too bad. And he's like, really? He's like, oh, I can't stand this. Like, I was like, yeah, it's not too bad. And so I got it again, and I'm like, this is actually pretty good. And then like the third time I got it, I'm like, I actually love this stuff. Like this is now a comfort food for me. So if you notice, it's a little bit stringy in that. It goes well with rice. Usually eat mine with a bunch of white rice. Mm. It is a very strong taste. So you either like it or you don't. I happen to love it. I actually got into an argument over natto. When I went to Japan. I actually had an individual tell me, "Oh, America no eat, America no eat," and I'm like, "No, no, watashi ga suki natto desu. I love natto. I love natto, dude. Trust me, I love natto." And he's like, "No, no eat." Finally, he stepped back and said, "You know what? Fine, you can buy it, but you gotta eat it in front of me." I was like, "Okay, fine, whatever." And so I bought it, ate it, absolutely loved it. Absolutely delicious stuff there in Japan. It was just really good. And he just kind of was like really weirded out by it. So there's that. And that's I love natto. I've had it a lot. I try to share my love with it. Do need a little bit of a drink. I do have two different kinds of. I was gonna try to brew my own, but something had gotten into my tea. I got to buy some more, and the brand I buy it takes a while to get. It takes about a week to get, so it's my end. So the final little thing I've got here is actually the main course in that. I have unagi no kabayaki and a little bit of Japanese pickles. So first time I tried Japanese pickles was actually at a restaurant. Same restaurant that I did my first one. They also had a small plate of them. Japanese pickles tend to be less sour and more savory than their American counterparts. They pickle all kinds of vegetables, like all kinds. Now, unagi no kabayaki, if you don't know what that eel is, it is a grilled eel. And I think I overcooked this one a little bit. Yeah, I did. Mm. Still absolutely delicious, though. The flavor is a mix between a pork chop and a really good piece of whitefish. It's very fatty, yet very delicious. First time I ever tried it was actually at a restaurant near where I went to college. Uh, it looked interesting, so I decided to try it, and it became a staple whenever I went to that restaurant. I also had a lot of it when I went to Japan, and I actually got myself sick with it, as they had an area that had discount eel. I had literally just enough in my pocket as change to buy it, and I decided, I'll be fine. Yeah, Americans don't eat the discount eel. Japanese people, they're perfectly fine with it because they've got the gut biome and everything, but it caused me to get sick. Another fun story about when I went to Japan is I actually came back with vitamin C poisoning because I was drinking a large amount of Decavita C. Suntory's, it's a Japanese energy drink. It is so good. It is so delicious, and it doesn't cause me to have the jitters or have a crash or anything like that. So I absolutely love it. Get some more natto here. Me and a couple of my older cats, Nako and Seed, used to absolutely love this with me. I'd have to make 2 packs, feed them it. And a lot of times, what I would have this with would be a nice thing of sake. This isn't bad. It's not a great one. It's not something I'd be like, oh yes, you have to have it. But I can't drink that now because tomorrow I have work, and I do not drink on days before I work. So one of my rules of drinking, my final thing, I'm just gonna try it for you guys, show you it, and everything, show you, hey, here's something, and it is green tea ice cream. Now this is the Haagen-Dazs brand. It's actually pretty good. It's matcha green tea ice cream. Generally, in a big Japanese thing, you wouldn't have a dessert, but if you need a little bit of something sweet at the end. Mm. It's a very clean taste, not overly sweet, but absolutely delicious. Again, another thing that I tried, the very first Japanese restaurant I ever went to. But it's been a very rough month. Things have not been going as planned at all. If you'll notice well, my upload schedule has been kind of chaotic in that I apologize. I'm going to try to get things locked down more. I got to start working on my thumbnails and that. I'm trying, guys, girls, and of course my Zeta Reticuli and Alpha Centauri followers. I apologize. Trying to get some things I'm going. We'll try to get things on the up and up. The edamame, I like mine bar style, so extra salty. They use edamame in bars in Japan. Like a lot of bars use pretzels or nuts. They use the extra salty ones so that you get thirstier, so you buy more drinks. Smart. Mm. Now, don't go expecting this to turn into a mukbang or anything. I'm not going to be I'm doing a mukbang challenge or anything like that. I just can't do that. I'm going to finish the miso soup here. Mm. I do have two other big comfort foods that are Japanese foods, but making them along with this meal would have been just straight overkill, and it would have been really damaging on budget and things like that. So, couldn't really do it. The cats, I was going to try to get them out and about, but they don't want anything to do with me right now. They are tired, they're exhausted, and they are sleeping, so they can stay up all night and keep me awake. But I thought that I'd just do this for everyone, maybe a little bit for me too, because just share a meal with some people, because I don't really do that like ever anymore. Things are just they've been rough. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna deny it. I'm not gonna say anything about that. But you know what? You gotta kind of try to keep moving forward. Just keep going. Do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna force y'all to sit there and watch me eat the rest of this meal. But just I hope that everyone's having a wonderful one, and I hope that all of you who have someone this Singles Awareness Day, that you have a wonderful time, that you enjoy each other, that things go wonderfully and smoothly. And for those of you who don't, I hope you, if you're looking for and wanting someone, I hope you find someone. I hope things go super well for that. I hope things go well, and just I keep saying things go well, things go well. Yeah, I kind of rambling here, so I hope everyone has a wonderful day. If you're watching this later, if you're watching this early, if you're watching this at all, if anyone's not watching this, it's fine. But please do like, share, subscribe. comment something down in the comments, get the algorithm saying, hey, people actually think this guy, so that maybe I get some more people actually watching. Maybe get a little bit more people checking things out and that like that. So just trying to get things set up for, well, hopefully to entertain some people, make some people's time worthwhile, and hope that everything goes well. So with that, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Don't get in too much trouble, and if you do, don't get caught. Laters.